Oh, Triple H versus Demi. Demi versus Triple H. What up, guys? No Demi? He has to adjust his VPN. Yo. Chicken Man. Demigod D. Chicken Man's to join me. All right. Oh, I didn't turn game sound and music on. Nope, I cannot hear you.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now. There you go.
Okay. All right. I don't know what just happened.
Hell yeah. How are you doing, Chicken Man? You ready to... You want to kick us off here? Or?
Oh, I would love to. I would love to. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have one of the greatest wrestlers of WWE history here in the orange. It is, of course, Triple H for Starlight Twinkle.
Right. And his opponent in the upper right now for Matcherino, one of our favorite kind of sponsors, is Demi in the red.
Hell yeah. No, I think it's pretty dope to see Matcherino start a team. I've been pretty stoked on that because Estrella's had some really, really good matches in DreamHack. He's on Matcherino. We got Future in here.
Yeah,
He's on Matcherino.
We have 3 of the 5 players. I think it's 5, right? In KSL.
Well, what's going on here? What?
It looks like there's a pimple in the map, Chicken Man.
There's a little something out here. Now, I'll tell you, many moons ago, when I first started casting StarCraft, Demi was one of the people I used to cast all the time. And I'll tell you, back in those days, he played stock standard in every single matchup. Mm-hmm. And then here we are in 2023.
I remember those days when watching you, honestly. That is wild to see how different he is, man. Thinking about it.
Been hanging out with Mio Micah too much, I think. Maybe watching some dark builds here.
Yeah, he's just going right for it. He doesn't want to give Protoss a chance.
Yeah, drones coming across, so it's going to be some spine crawlers.
You know.
Oh my god, is that your brother resubscribing to me in the middle of this game?
Based Evan. Thanks, Evan,
Absolutely
for subscribing to Chicken Man. He does so much every week. And that said, this was not scouted at all. Triple H didn't go even check the natural to see.
Nope. He's just now, he's got a probe out there, but he's now realizing what's happening is Lings are already in his main. The Adept is going to come up and deal with it. There is a Stargate on the way, but the Queen's out. It's going to start spreading creep. Spine Crawler is halfway done. The Pylon's getting hit by these Lings. Oh my god, there's more Lings coming in. I don't think Triple H realized what it was until just now. He saw the Lings sneak in. Oh no!
Oh! I'm sure you've had that happen to you before too, Chicken Man. Once or twice in your days.
We've all been there. The Chrono Boost just not quite getting it out. I'll be honest, this is pretty much it. Like, there's no...
Yeah.
Triple H's best bet, is maybe to tap out and go to game 2.
Well, that was a quick one, but it's a good thing we're starting out spicy today, huh?
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that from Demi. Giving us something nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I had a complete I had like something happened. I had some issue.
What happened?
I think I disconnected for a second or something.
Oh boy.
Well, just
Discord.
all my like the chat history is gone in StarCraft.
Oh.
So I don't know. Yeah, something
That was-
weird happened. The music shut off too. I thought that was really weird. Like right as we got into the game,
That could be the
in-game music
Korean
turned
stuff.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna blame Windows because that's also why I was having audio issues because Windows reset, so default just resets everything to default. God, I love Windows.
You know, this is gonna take me back to. This may back
Oh,
me
my
up on.
stream died for a second. Oh yeah, no, then for
Oh,
sure.
God, are you
my
back
internet
up?
Just like, yeah, no, it doesn't even say I have dropped frames. That's so weird.
Yeah, that's. Was that,
It must have been like it's like a hiccup in the pipes. You know, it's like when there's like a air bubble.
Yeah, except for the air bubble sent you to Sal's house for internet.
Oh God, Canadian internet! Don't do it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. It's all the don't know what you're talking about. A's getting thrown in there to congest it.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And this is live StarCraft, guys, and this is live Chicken Man. This is the KSL Week 15.
That's right. Live StarCraft, live casting, live proxy hatches.
Dead Protoss.
Dead Protoss. Let's hope Game 2 goes a little bit better for our Protoss. In the upper left-hand corner in the orange, it's Triple H.
And his opponent in the bottom right, he's red representing Maturino. It is Mr. Demi. Let's see, it looks like he may be opening more standard, but who knows?
So
It's
far,
Demi.
this is looking... There's not a drone out on the map, so I feel like this is a good start.
Yep, no Forge going down for Protoss.
I haven't seen a high-level cannon rush in a very long time. It feels like a very rare thing these days.
Yeah, I think...
Would you agree?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I could be like... It could have been in like a dream, but like I think I may have seen Estrella try to cheek one out once in the last couple months, but that's...
Estrella would be somebody to bust it out. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just haven't seen nearly as many cannon rushes in the last year and a half as I used to.
And especially since that patch.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's probably for the best. But I do miss them a little bit. I miss casting them at least.
I mean, I really hope the Cabal changes their tune on some of this. I think something needs to happen again for some balanced stuff, and they don't just continue to... I don't know. It just seems like...
It's hard to say what the balance changes will look like, if anything, over the next however many years.
Yeah, I think they need to do something for Protoss at this point. It's starting to become pretty evident. The standings.
Yeah. It is. There's not a lot of Protoss winning going on. There are a couple, of course, very high-level Protoss. It's really unfortunate that MaxPax, who's I would say just the best Protoss in the world right now, will not go to live events, because then we're just like missing that, right? That's like the missing piece.
Right.
Is that if MaxPax was getting to the finals of a LAN, I feel like we wouldn't be saying this quite as much.
Yeah. That's...
Also, did you see the signups for the open bracket?
Yeah.
That was so funny. Mm-hmm. It was like 47 Protoss, one Terran,
one Terran. Yeah. It was absolutely nuts to see that, and like literally every Protoss hero getting eliminated was... There's so many heartbreakers. Gumiho going down, Hero getting eliminated. He just seemed like he was defeated mentally, if that makes sense. Just watching him play, even and getting to know him from KSL a little bit myself, just talking to him.
It does happen. I think some players go through swings of feeling good about what they're doing and bad about what they're doing, and StarCraft's a heavily mental game.
Yeah.
You'll make more mistakes if you're not feeling good about it.
Yeah. Or if you're just not feeling good at all. How about Beyond, though? That's an unfortunate thing earlier. He conceded to Sreya. He's his wrist.
Yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Don't like to see that. I know Beyond's talked about how it's, it's psychosomatic, a lot of it, but that doesn't make it any easier.
Well, you know what I like to see, Chicken Man? A Void Ray followed up by a Twilight and a Robo. What the fuck is this build?
This is some, it's some Void Ray meta stuff. Oh, it's a charge lot all in. We're pulling completely off of gas. That's beautiful. I also love that Demi took this very, very forward base as his third. Which tells me that I think Demi wants to do some aggression as well, but he's just going to have to build defensive roaches here as soon as that roach horn is done. Charge is already on the way. There's 4 more gateways being built.
Yeah, the other thing about that base is it is a rich Vespine gas too, so he could be doing something extra cheeky.
As you say that, he takes that extractor.
Yeah. So this could be this is already looking like a banger right here. I'm hoping it goes longer than the last one.
I have a very strong feeling this game's not going to last too much longer. One way or another. Either these zealots are about to get absolutely bopped, or Demi's going to tap out and we're going to a game 3. It's kind of hard to say, because so far it's just a few links on the way. The lair is being made. Now there's roaches coming, but I don't think Demi realized what was happening until maybe right now, as those links spotted the zealots on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Spine crawler is going down in this third base. Demi's just got to try to hold on. A lot of these roaches, I think, are popping on the front lines. The queens are here. They need to transfuse and just try to hold on, but the zealots are coming in. They're swarming on top of this. The Void Ray even helping out, targeting down the roaches with the prismatic alignment, and there it is, the GG from Demi.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
Triple H going full Haas.
Triple H is like, oh, you're going to proxy hatch me? It's all right. I got a strat for you, bud.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
Oh, man. Good quality stuff right here. As it always is in the KSL. It seems like most weeks we end up going through the whole tournament in seemingly the same amount of time it takes to get through the finals. The semis and finals, I should say. Have you ever noticed that?
It does happen. Yeah, that definitely happens.
And we end up in these banger freaking nice long series after cheese after cheese. It's cool. I think it's cool. Sometimes it could be like, wow, I wish that lasted longer. Then you're like, oh, wait, there's more. You know?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of love the cheeses in the early games, because a lot of these early matches, they can tend to be very lopsided. And if you just get macro games, it's like, oh, well, one player is better. I guess we'll go into game 2 and confirm that one player is just better. Yeah. But I don't know what's going on here. I don't know who's better right now. Who's better, Triple H or Demi? Could be either one after those 2 games.
Oh, for sure. Are we changing it up this side?
Yeah, you go for it.
All right, from Team Starlight Sprinkle, the upper left. Not to be confused with the wrestler, because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be in a Starlight Twinkle. It is Triple H.
I don't know. I could see Triple H being in Starlight Twinkle. I could see it.
I could
in real life, I bet Triple H is a sweetie pie.
Yeah, actually, I could too.
Speaking of sweetie pies, in the lower right-hand corner, our red Zerg player from Maturino. It's Demi Love.
Oh, I got a Demi story for you, because this one looks like a pretty standard opener so far. Even a Gate Scout. What a gentleman's agreement this is. So Demi finally followed me the other day after being in my chat forever. He's like, I forgot to follow. I go, I see how it is, Roddy. Because Roddy just did before too. I was like, dude, don't worry about it. But I was giving him shit for a while. I'm like, imagine playing in all these Chicken Man tournaments and Dave tournaments, and
imagine not following.
Yeah, that was just funny because Demi's the man.
Yeah, Demi's great. I haven't gotten to see much Demi lately, though. I feel like I don't see him very often.
Yeah, I'm glad
we have a couple players in here that I don't see too much these days.
Well, he will be. I think he could play on this. This is probably not a horrible time for him, I would imagine, in India. It's early, but
no, it should be pretty decent, right? What?
compared to most things.
Yeah, I guess it is a little early, right? It would be like what 9 a.m. or something. I don't.
Yeah, Demi used
I
to
don't know
play
time zones, but
Demi used to play in my tournaments at like 9 p.m. and 7, and he'd play in our Chicken Man Testas. So it's it's interesting. What is this wall? Walling from the school of Hero, Chicken Man.
This it does look kind of like what happens to me when I play some StarCraft, and I'm like, oh yeah, let me just chuck down a wall, and then I realize it's been a while. I don't really remember how to wall on these maps.
Yeah, this just reminds me
It can cause some issues.
Maulding the Twitch chat, and then I'm like, oh shit, I just screwed up even more after losing my last 5 games. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But that's okay. He's still got a shot, and he's going Stargate again. I wonder if he's going to do... I wonder if... it'd be weird if he did the exact same thing, pretty much. I don't think he's going to, but no, he's not.
It would be weird. Now, as an Oracle first, I think it would be unfortunate to try to charge auto in twice in a row. I think Triple H is better than that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Golgi, thank you for the Prime sub.
Golgi!
Shout out my subscribe.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. 21 months. Dang.
Sub the Chicken Man, not a scam. Or is it?
Listen, I can't technically say. Legally, I can't, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I think Boom's got the right idea. 100% a scam.
Yeah. Definitely a scam. Subscribe at your own risk.
But
it's like a good scam.
Oh, for sure. Your little Ling Pressure looking for a third base. It's not quite there. It's a straight to Fleet Beacon build. Double Stargate. Is he going Tempest?
That's the question. Tempest or straight to carriers? I think on 2 bases it would be better to go for Tempest, but this also feels kind of late to me for a Tempest build. But it's been a while since I've seen a Tempest pressure build.
It's probably going to be carriers. What I would like to see is that a depth stand in this jank wall. This Stalker going up for coverage because there's going to be a scout. And that's
so
good.
You are right. I feel like if the Adept stands there, the Lings can sneak by.
Well, he could warp in a Zealot if that's the case, too.
Yeah, that's true. But you're right. The Scout's going to come in here. The Overlord going to spot exactly what Demi is up against. Second Stargate, Fleet Beacon, double carrier production.
Yes, Pig would be happy right now with the bacon flapping.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the response? We got a layer coming down, and Demi's dropping some spines. No? Huh.
Yeah, I would like to see some sport. I mean, obviously, those carriers won't be around for a while. Even with Chrono Boost, it still takes a bit to build, and then they're very slow, so they will slowly make their way across the map. So Demi does have some time. Here we see at least one more spore going down.
Space whales, Chicken Man. That's what they are. They're space whales.
True. They're big old space whales. They're just going to go across the map.
I totally didn't just watch Star Trek 4 chat. Chicken Man knew about this.
Yeah. Oh, space whales. That's the one with time travel, right?
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched it because I don't usually...
They always say don't watch the even... the meme is never watch the even Star Trek movies, the old ones. But
I thought it was the odd ones you're not supposed to watch.
Yeah, whatever it is, but I definitely would recommend it sometime.
I don't know. Honestly, just watch Galaxy Quest and then you're good. Queens, actually gonna kind of bop this, I think. Transfuse is pretty good. Carries are both taking a little bit of damage, but they're starting to bop these queens.
Yeah, all those transfuses are running out.
Yeah, the lack of transfuse here is painful. Also, the fact that both carriers have taken like the exact same amount of damage.
Yeah, that's actually weird. Like, they're not that critically injured. They're regaining shields. All these transfuses being forced up. But we got a Spire coming. We got Gleal. We got ranged attacks.
Yeah, it was really just the queens and spores are just holding on so that the carriers can't do any real damage until those corruptors come out. And the corruptors just slam carriers. So Triple H is going to have to do something about that. The answer seems to be Void Rays. to counteract the Corruptors.
He does have +1 too. I'd like to see him try to get into +2 air attacks. If you're playing Sky Toss like that, like Roddy, oh, there it is. Rotterdam would be proud right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he built Warp Gate, so I don't know. That's not really a Roddy build, but
well, not necessarily a Roddy build, but he's still, he's always like, he's forgetting his +2 air upgrades.
Yeah, no, it's important. It's important. We have a lot of Corruptors coming out, and where are the Void Rays? The Void Rays are leaving these carriers on their own right now. The Corruptor count is only at 5. He's gonna have to wait for a few more before he can really go in on these carriers, but
yeah. And we still have the Oracle too, so he could technically clear out creep spread or at least get some information. But yeah, this is
I love pulling the Spore Crawler back. That's great.
We got to just stiff supply block in this process of this.
Yeah, but I don't think that AAA wants to take this fight.
Ooh.
He's gonna go for it. Prismatic Alignment trying to take down these Corruptors, but the Corruptors are doing a lot of damage in the meantime, and the Queens are gonna really help here against the Void Rays. Suddenly the Void Rays are dead, and these 3 carriers need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, +2's not quite done. He threw away a carrier literally for nothing.
But another Void Ray shows up, and now these Corruptors dove way too deep. Where are the reinforcement Corruptors? They're not here yet. There's only a few out. The Spore Crawlers coming up to help out.
And we're gonna have +1 flyer attacks with the next wave of Corruptors if
Demi's on 92 drones right now.
That's insane. What a madman on 4 hatch.
I mean, I think this is the way to do it, right? Like, he's kind of just staying alive. He does need a 5th for sure. But then if he can get 5 bases, 92 drones, just cranking out Corruptors, he can just go trade with the carriers. And he already killed 2. It's actually only Void Rays left.
And he has desperation. Desperation spores. If you think about it, he could, if he banks up a little, even though it's superly oversaturated. Superly, it's a real word, I swear. Superly
oversaturated. I would love to see Demi take a 5th. Yeah. I'm really surprised he's not taking a 5th. Well, I also wouldn't hate to see some spellcasters start to come out. I know he's really focused on building Corruptors, and actually Roaches. Roach Corruptor are going to be the answer here.
Well, the funny thing is, one of the funniest games I've ever casted was from like OSC. I actually sent it to Loco, and he called it Skyzerg. It was on Eternal Empire, and it was versus Geralt. And Demi, it started with a proxy hatch, and it ended up in like a 45-minute game where Demi decided to go Muta Corruptor against Geralt.
Muta Corruptor.
Yeah, leave it to Demi. Wow. Like, it was the ultimate base trade PvZ I've ever seen. But Demi's, he's capable of, well, anything, as you know.
Some extreme memery, yeah.
Yeah. Very creative player.
Yep. I love to see the shield upgrades coming up for Triple H as well. Those can be very useful.
Yeah. Can he defend this?
The cannons being left completely unguarded here. All the static defense going down. The Biles can be really helpful here as well. The Void Rays need to be so careful. There they go, trying to dodge them. Yeah, but in the meantime, that means the Queens and Corruptors can do some damage to them. Ooh, Biles again, trimming off some of these hit points. I think there's just too many Corruptors, man. 18 of them still in the sky, and this air army of Triple H seems to be dead.
Oh yeah, the other problem is Demi didn't get +1. He started into +2, but also the spores and the Queens were in the fight with creep at his doorstep. So that was really rough for Triple H. He really needed to be. He needed that battery there, and probably 2 more dropped.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think batteries and cannons there can really, really help. But Demi seems to have dealt with this before. He says, no, I've played the North American ladder over the last 10 years, and I can handle straight to carrier. Not a